Hi everyone, this is Brody from Sync Academy, and this is another lecture video for our weekly practice. Alright, and today's topic is about equations, which is the most commonly used method to solve word problems, especially in the secondary school. Alright, but let's start with some simple equations. For example, the question number 1. Here we see an equation for x and with some decimals. Alright, so we just transport this term to the right side of it. Alright, so it goes like this: 3.2x equals 0.73 plus 0.23. Now, this would be like 3.2x is 0.96. So x should be 0.3 here. Now, so the solution for this equation would be x equals to 0.3. Alright, so the next one will look a little bit strange because you can see the x is in the denominator now, right? It's a part of the denominator. But still, we can do something like a cross multiplication. So it goes like this: 3 over x minus 3, right? So, and the 3 here on the right side of it, we can go like this, alright? 3 over 1, right? So we know in this situation, we can do a multiplication like this. All right, this times this and this times this. So it goes like 3 times 1, which is 3, equals to 3 times x minus 3, right? So we can reduce the 3 on the two sides of it, and it will be like x minus 3 is 1. So x is 4. All right, so the solution for this equation would be x equals to 4. Good, so this is how we solve an equation. And what about solve an word problem by equation? So let's take a look at this question. Mr. Paul here spent 2 over 3, or we can say 2/3, right, of his monthly income on rent. So 2 over 3 on rent, and another 2 over 3 of the rest on food. Now, so, and after this, he has $1,000 left. All right, so the question comes at what is Mr. Paul's monthly income? All right, so now, how we do this? Now, first, we want to solve this problem with an equation, so we must have an unknown, right? And in the most occasions, we use x. So we write it down like this. Let the monthly income, which is what we want to know, right? Let the monthly income be x. All right, so now we finish the first step. We need an unknown here, and in most occasions, we use x. All right, so he spends 2 over 3 of his monthly income, and another 2 over 3 of the rest. So I spend 2 over 3 of my monthly income, and the left, or we say the rest, should be 1 over 3x, right? This is after rent. All right, this is after we've spent the money on our rent. And still, 2 over 3 of the rest, this is the rest, all right, spent on food. So this is what we left, and I spent 2 over 3 of this, right? So we should times another 1 over 3. Now this is after food. All right, this is after food. Now, this is what we have left, and what we have left is $1,000. All right, $1,000. Now, let's jump the calculation part, all right, and go straight to the conclusion that X should be $9,000. All right, so this is a standard process how we solve a word problem. We first let something, usually what we want to know, right, be X, and then set up an equation and then solve the equation. All right, so let's go for some difficult questions. Like here, 5 years ago, the age of Tom's father was twice that of Tom. All right, Tom's father's age was twice that of Tom, and that is 5 years ago. All right, and the age of Tom and his father added together is 85 this year. All right, 85 this year. Now means this year, right? So we can see that 5 years ago, all right, just use an Y here to represent the years, all right? So 5 years ago, Tom and his father, all right, Tom and his father, and this is now. So we have 4 blanks to fill in here, right? And we know that 5 years ago, Tom's father ages twice that of Tom. So if Tom would be X, then his father should be 2X 5 years ago, right? And now, 5 years later, Tom's age should be X plus 5, and his father should be 2X plus 5, right? And these two ages adds up to 85, right? So now we see clearly how should we set up the equation, right? So let's first do the unknown thing. Let Tom's age 5 years ago. 5 years ago be X. All right, 5 years ago be X. So we could write down the equation just like this. X plus 5, this is the age of Tom now. And 2X plus 5, this is the age of his father. And these two adds up to 85. All right, adds up to 85. Now, let's do the calculation, all right? Let's do the calculation. Goes like this, and put these X together. They go 3X equals 75. So X is 25. But pay attention to the question. The question asks about Tom's father's age now. So now is 2X plus 5. So Tom's father, all right, Tom's father should be 2X plus 5X is 25. So it should be 55 years old. All right, so this is the correct answer for this question and the end of today's practice. All right, so I hope you do it well. Goodbye.